Speed move crazy. That nigga be sleep on. That nigga quick on his feet. And nigga post your ass up 2 times, hit you with that spin and dunk on your ass. Brought the goal down on somebody. Play that game, get a game if I can get on that dude, man.
As always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on AuG Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Antonio Express and the Indianapolis Colts. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on AuG Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. It's a yards. 54 miles. Let's get off the
On first down, Calhoun. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
check me out.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. And right away, he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
But that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. On play action, it's Murray. Steps away. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there, trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. This is taken at the 23. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Here we go. 15 line. 15 line.
Watch the boot, watch the boot.
They'll run on 1st down. Norton. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Ready weapon. Ready.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run.
Hey, you go tight. You got tight. You got tight.
On 3rd down, it's Norton. And he's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. McCaffrey, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Set up. 30 base.
56. Hey, pick your game up.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the 1st quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase him.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. 52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic.
2nd down, Murray sets to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
52. 52's the mic.
Snap comes to Murray at 1. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is fielded at the 27. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. And from down in Miami, an update and an early advantage in that one for the Giants. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Go, go, go!
44.
Hey!
44's the mic. Oh, here we go.
Bravo! 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. 5.
They'll try the left side. Norton. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Yes, yes! Hey, rock it. Rock it, go!
Now a give right side. It's Norton, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Let's go. 10 Lobo.
56. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Look at me. Go. Go now.
Now back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Incomplete. Makes it third down and 12 yards to go.
Come on.
An
set.
incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Check.
Look at me. Zipper. Yep.
56. Mike's 56.
Get that quarterback. Go.
56 the Mike, boys. 56. Check. 56.
Go.
Mike 56. Mike 56. Go, go, go.
Go. Go.
6. Mike 56. Right there. Right there. 56. Hey, we're pretty close.
They'll drop the throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
That's how we do it.
Here's Bradley Pinion now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. We're scoreless after one.
No score. Bradley Pinion in punt formation.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll punt it away for the second time. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
The ball resting on their own 5 here as they come up to the line on second and long.
Check 50. Check 52's the Mike. And that QB's trash.
Now Murray throwing on second down. And going deep for Hill. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. That was close to a big play, and just a little bit too far that he was led. He caught it, but couldn't stay in bounds, Charles.
Yeah, I'm not very good at these sort of things, but I have to believe the farther you are downfield, the less your margin for error in throwing the ball, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, so they gave it a good effort there. Really tried, just couldn't complete it.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. Murray with a third and long. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt.
They won't let me pick a play, bro.
And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. Well, they're inching closer and closer here to the wrong goal line.
When you're backed up like that, all you're trying to do is make sure you don't give up a big play, right? You don't miss an assignment that really gets you into more trouble.
And they'll send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. On first down, Norton. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. He's going to wind up and air it out. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Come on, set. 52. Check right, check right.
After the turnover, here's Murray. And that one falls incomplete. Try to dump it underneath. Now 2nd down. They almost gave it right back to him there with another interception of their own. And to be honest, he probably should have caught that and picked it off.
And he knows it, and he'll see it in film, and he'll see it in his dreams tonight when it's all said and done. But you almost felt like the excitement had been ramped up, and they were trying to get a big play right after that one.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now a give, right side. Calhoun. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And this offense on 3rd down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. That one complete to Hill.
Let's go. Let's do this.
A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see.
I got you. I got you.
Murray now on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. There for the sack, B.J. Hill. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Offensively, you might be thinking, what's going on here? 1 for their first 7 throwing the football.
So maybe they're thinking about rethinking their strategy a little bit right now with the way that they're throwing it around, not having that success. Might have to lean on the running game for a little while and see if they can get him back in form.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Murray now. He'll take a shot for the end zone, and it's caught. Touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Now the try here for the extra point. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Express 7, Colts nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. A nice run on first down gets them 6 yards to the 31. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Watch a slant, watch a slant, watch a slant.
Now!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one a first down pickup of 8.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Norton, and they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now a give right side. Norton. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down and 4.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Colts on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime.
Let's go.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 7, Murray is going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's caught inside the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they'd take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
51 to Mike, 51 to Mike. Watch the run, watch the run. Watch the shift, watch the shift. Hey, watch the shift, watch the shift.
1st down, Murray. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. They'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Watch the run, watch the run. Good side, baby. That's a baby side.
Yo, go, go.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Indianapolis. In for the score as they are now on the board here in the first half.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Operating from the gun. Banks. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic. I got one. Hey, crunch.
Shotgun now from Murray. And going deep for Hill. It's caught inside the 25. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. This time they stay on the ground. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. They bring their punter out there now. He's been terrific so far. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield. So we are at halftime here on Halloween as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, set and ready to go for the 2nd half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a 2nd half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Here we go. Here we go.
They'll run on 1st down. Calhoun. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
38-yard line.
Ready. Mike 54. Check.
From the 38, Murray. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
Watch twins.
Throwing is Murray on third down. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Set, ready. 54 miles.
Here we go.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 30-yard line.
Ready. 52's the mic, boys. 52. He's tired of winning.
They'll swing this complete out to Hill. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 15 yards on the play, first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Check.
On first down, Calhoun. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 7-yard line.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep running.
54.
Murray now to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. T.J. Hockenson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guys have taken the lead. And man, Charles, talking about singing something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Norton. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now, the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
56 to Mike. 56 is to Mike. Watch the out. Watch the out.
On the book.
Back to throw here. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. It's fielded at the 45. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They're on to the second half now down in Miami. The Dolphins, they have extended their lead in that one. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play action. Now it's Murray. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
And this is what coaches talk about, never being satisfied. No matter what the lead, always trying to increase it. You never know what can happen in this NFL.
The extra point splits the uprights. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Another run, this time McCaffrey. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
They'll set up the throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. They'll look to throw here. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Derwin James with a pick. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised. But that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Big stop, let's go.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And Owen coughed it up. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Extra point forthcoming. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. On the NFL scoreboard, 3rd quarter now in Lambeau. And the Lions have opened it up, leading now by a couple of touchdowns. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Here we go.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Back now in Indianapolis. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Ready. 60 or.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
On 2nd down now, it's Norton. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
56 the mic, boys. 56. Check 56. Let's go, baby. They turn over. Get that ball. Get that ball.
Hey, seam 6.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Here's Bradley Pinion now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And it's taken in at the 9. So possession goes over here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Mike 52, Mike 52.
Silver.
Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
54 Mike.
No gap. Defense, no gap.
Mike 5-4.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Murray going to throw. Oh, he stays up. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. And that'll set them back 5.
They can't stop the franchise.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now Murray. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
You're looking there, the defensive back was maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
They'll run on first down. Norton. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
5 yards will get them back to the original line of scrimmage, but now they're looking at 3rd and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey, Alpha.
He'll look to throw. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also moved the sticks.
Hey, Irvin. 56, Mike, 56. Get it.
Back to throw now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down.
8, read. Hey, Zoo.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Norton. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Fairbairn good with the extra point. On the NFL scoreboard, they've gone to the 4th in Cincinnati. And the Ravens have opened it up a bit, leading by a couple of scores. If they hang on, that would up their win total to 5 on the season so far. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And all the way in for the touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for our visitors, they'll finish the first half of the schedule dead even at 4-4. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been